everybody, just from Ujoint Offroad Colorado here. Finally wanted to welcome you to the new shop now that we're calling it more or less completely set up and functional. So our new address here is 124 Apollo Road. That's Montrose, Colorado 81401. So we've been working really hard for the last couple months to get this place set up and ready to go for us. But let me give you a little tour, talk about some new stuff we're doing. I already posted a new video about this thing just a few minutes ago. But we're gonna start offering a lot of like two-wheel drive ride improvement kit type stuff for motorhomes and two-wheel drive vans, and take all the lessons we've learned from doing the four-wheel drive conversions over the years to make these big rigs like this drive better. So brought obviously the old F450 shop truck with us, the V10, 99 V10 F450. I'll do a full walk around on this thing one day. It's got super singles and everything on it, ARB bumper. It's a cool rig, it's our favorite. So our buddy Brent, he got us all stickered up, midnight visuals, and we'll just start at the front here. So this bay right here is the reason why we're gonna be able to do a lot more work than we have been historically, because at the old shop we were just super limited on space. We only had 2 bays, and the only time we could do odd jobs for people was when one of those bays was empty for a couple days, which rarely happened, so I had to turn a lot of stuff away. So now we've got a bay that's open. You know, we're down here in basically the off-road capital of Colorado, so we're here for anybody that's down here just passing through for service work, stuff like that. Brakes, if you have any breakages while you're out on the trail system down here in the San Juans, Alpine Loop, Engineer, Black Bear, any of those you heard of, you know, those are all less than an hour away from here. So we're here to assist anybody that's in the area, trail recoveries, anything like that. So holler at me with anything that you've got. So we'll start at the front. This is kind of like a little shipping receiving area. This is where I get everything ready for the customers to pick up. Parts coming in and out go through here. I keep all my t-shirts and stuff like that up here. The giveaways for the customer. This is my office. Got it all nice and set up. Got some of my favorite artwork. Still getting it tidied up a little bit, but nice little place for customers to hang out, watch TV. Got some of my trinkets on the wall. Got a nice front bathroom area. You've got a washer dryer for folks passing through. Shower. This is like an inventory shelf. So this is all kits and parts and stuff that are pre-sold, ready to go on customers' builds. We keep those right here. Transfer cases. Keeping a little inventory of some of our more common use, kind of oddball parts, extras on stuff, stock sway bars, extra U-bolts, stock shackles, U-bolt plates. You keep a lot of that stuff around. You never know when you're gonna need it. We've got all our hardware inventory in here, all the specialty bolts and stuff that we use, all the different specialized U-joint parts, door talons, all kinds of good stuff. We got inventory of springs right here. So this is all springs that are getting ready to go on new builds coming through the shop. This is our little specialty tools board, all the little cut jigs and everything that we use for doing these four-wheel drive conversions, our alignment setup. This is just shop supply cabinet, paint, storage for little knickknacks and various things for making stuff. Dirty corner with all the gross stuff. This is tire mounting and balancing over here. And we keep our inventory of wheels, and then usually there's tires up there as well. This is my man Jay's area. He does all our wiring, all the accessories and everything like that. So we've got inventory of all the different conduit and split loom and wire and zip ties and all the little specialty parts that we use here. Bus bar plates. We build all our own wire harnesses and everything. So we've got our loom and all kinds of different wires for building stuff. Switch cover, different heat shrink, This is just Jay's wiring cart with all the zip ties and everything that we use. All kinds of specialty little stuff. These are cool. I'll show you guys these. We use these a lot now. Magnetic zip tie holder. These things are like 20 cents each. And you got a nice non-invasive way to mount something to the frame or a rear bumper without compromising like a powder coat or having to run a self-tapping screw into something. So we use those a ton now. Moving on down the line, this is Brian's bench. Each guy gets a little storage up above their bench for storing their own stuff. We've got a little back stock of gas tanks and stuff that we've taken out of things. You never know when you're gonna have one delaminated. Brian's work area. It's our brake clean filling station. This thing's really cool. We got this from our friends at Worth USA. These little Refillomat brake clean cans. They give you this rig to put on top of a 55-gallon drum, and all you got to do, you plumb air to it, and all you got to do is just walk up to it, and you've got a filled and pressurized can of brake clean. So that was really cool. We built this bumper rack, so this is kind of storage for pre-sold front and rear bumpers right here. Keep the skins stored up right there. Hardware is stored over there. Got this stairs for free right before we moved out of the old shop, so it's double duty. It's our spray paint cart, so we just wheel it outside when we need to spray paint stuff. And then it's also stairs to the upstairs, kind of like gear and axle parts storage area, loft, kind of catch-all, but it's where we keep our big shipments that we get in from East Coast Gear Supply of all of our new parts. We keep an inventory of half shafts and stuff like that, just in case of breakages or bad ones, extra hubs, bearings, stuff like that, just in case anybody needs stuff. These are cool. They make these in the North Carolina shop for repairing stock housing axles. A lot of times these axles will be in a wreck and all that stuff will get damaged and ripped off. So, a nice little panoramic view of the shop here from up above. A really cool coach house platinum in here that we're wrapping up. You'll see that one soon. It's getting a big custom rear bumper built. We got this super cool 05 Bigfoot. This thing is as rare as it comes. V10 5R110 Bigfoot. It's like the holy grail. It's getting ready to... The customer did kind of a shoddy wiring job on the front lights, so we're gonna clean all that up. This is the axle building area down here. So we've got a crane over there for moving axles around over here. So we've got our backlog of rebuildable housings and stuff like that that need to be gone through. We've got T-case up here at the moment. This is where we keep a lot of our axle building stuff, jigs, specialty stuff. We use this right here. This is for checking the straightness on the used axle housings we get in. We bolt that up and we can see if the axle is bent in any way. Back stock of bearings and hardware and stuff for axle building. This is where we get into a little bit of like the shop nerd in myself, but what we do with this is all everything you need to build all of the different front and rear axles that we work on here. So this thing is actually on casters, and then it's got its own power strip and everything, so you can unplug it from the wall and take it with you over to the lift if you're building a differential on the lift, and you have everything you need with you. And the press is also on casters, so you can have like a mobile axle workbench wherever you go. So everything in the shop is kind of set up to be like that, where each individual guy kind of has his own individual job, and they can grab any different various things that they need to basically create a workstation for themselves. So you see the whole pegboard thing. If you're doing, drilling a set of spring hangers or something with on a van, you just wheel the whole thing over there instead of having to walk back and forth. So I like to nerd out on little stuff like that. We've got Dave's fabrication area over here. So plasma cutting, welding. We've got two different welders, one for just doing exhaust stuff and one for doing the heavier duty fab. Pressure washing, got ratchet strap storage. We've got inventory of like stock storage for metal and stuff up here. the chop saw outfeed station. And this was a big new addition to the shop, this Texas Metalworks fixture table. So this has been really cool. I've gotten a couple other things from these guys in the past, but this is just stepping up our fabrication abilities to the next level. So you can see Dave's got one of our spare tire carriers that he's mocking up for the back of that coach house over there. So he's got this all jigged up and ready to weld. We got it with a ton of extra clamps and dogs and all kinds of cool stuff. Fireball tool, they make some really cool stuff. So we've got magnetic shims, and we've got his super squares, and it's really, really cool stuff. He's got a great YouTube channel if you haven't checked it out too. You can just see all the cool different little stuff you can do. These little fixtures. It's mostly like exhaust stuff over here. This is the lathe we use for a couple different things. We got this really nice Ingersoll Rand screw compressor with the building as well. So that was a huge upgrade. This thing makes like completely clean, dry air, which is really nice for the plasma cutter and stuff. So inventory of exhaust parts, all of our little parts that get cut in North Carolina, little specialty stuff for making bumpers and whatnot, steps for the RV bumper. So each build is going to have its own shelf. So when a build comes in the shop, every part that we've got here for it will go onto the shelf. And then on the back of it will be a to-do list, how the van's going to be built, you know, stuff like that. Just somewhere to take notes while you're working on it, so you don't forget anything. If you have to drop something in the middle of a job, you don't forget where you're at. But so this is all the parts getting ready to go on this van, which is actually a return customer, buddy Christian from Greenland. He's shipping this thing back over to Norway when we're done with it. So we got the employee break area over here. We like these Husky tables, so we're using it for a little dining room table. Got a really nice fridge. We're still working on this area over here, but obviously got the pink Razor scooter, got the crazy cart. Got to have those in the shop. Nice little shop bathroom. And out the back, we just poured this concrete pad back here when we moved in. This is all just like 2 feet of this dirt back here. But we poured this big concrete pad, so we got somewhere to work on stuff outside. We have to do all kinds of little things and tweaks and adjustment and stuff that don't necessarily dictate coming all the way back in the shop. But yeah, it's been good. Lets us get out here to our scrap metal bin. This Forky McFork face, Chinese forklift. It's been great. We built this fence around here also. This yard wasn't fenced in, so we built that right after we moved in. We're going to be building a gate across there eventually too, to keep the yard a little more secure, but really there doesn't seem to be too much going on around here, so I'm not that worried about it. So I've got my old Volvo 240 here, Dave's trailer, Dave's Jeep. Got some takeoff wheels and tires back there. We sell a lot of that stuff too. So I've got a Facebook marketplace page for just selling like stock parts that people leave behind if anybody's looking for wheels and tires. This is Brian's van. He just finished it. The 03 E150 5.4 Chateau. We'll do a video on it one day. Our buddy Chet, he's ready to come in the shop here in the next few days. Our buddy Dave, his RV, getting ready to be built. Shot of the fence, just 2x3 tube, and then 1x1 horizontals with just this corrugated stuff tacked in place. It's all cold rolled, so it'll start to kind of patina and rust out a little bit as it ages. It's already starting to turn orange. Well, here's out the front. Buddy Theron's van over there. We got some more parking. We got like 17 paved parking spots also, which is nice, and plenty of storage back here. This is a spec van we're selling. It's actually already sold, so don't even ask. Brian's Jeep. Got a alumni Starflight back in, getting a whole bunch of other upgrades. Got sold to a guy that lives in Israel. but he's going to keep it stateside, and we're doing single 37s and disc brake axle swap in the back and all kinds of crazy stuff. Oh, got a couple shipping containers too when we moved in. This is kind of just like a Boneyard V-Series stuff. You can never hoard too many parts, so they're all just full of stock parts, takeoff things, you know, stuff that we've taken off vans over the years that will maybe find a home someday. So that's about it. Thanks for coming along for a tour finally. I've been dying to show this place off to everybody. So if you're passing through, you're headed down to Uray, Silverton, Telluride area, we're not that far off, so come by and see us. We got special surprises here if you come and see us in person. So drop me a line at justin@ujointoffroad.com. Let me know if you're going to be in the area. Let me know if you need any service work. Doesn't have to be a U-joint van. Doesn't even have to be four-wheel drive. All right, guys. See ya.